Hello viewers, welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to take a look at a tool called Kube-shell, which is an interactive shell that comes with a lot of features like auto-completion, fuzzy search, and so on. And let's take a look. And I'm going to go to my browser and search for Kube-shell. Cloud Native Labs Kube-shell in GitHub. So that's the one that I checked out previously. And I'm not entirely sure whether I did a video about this earlier because I searched in my channel and I couldn't find one, so I'm doing this video. Okay, so Kube-shell, and how do we install it? Let's take a look at how to install this one. So pip install Kube-shell, all you need is Python and pip. Right, so pip install --user. I'm going to be installing Kube-shell just in my user environment. I'm not going to install it for in the entire system. Right, so I'm pausing --user option. Okay, Kube-shell is installed. If I do which Kube-shell, I have Kube-shell under .local/bin. That's where you get all the binaries installed if you run pip. Alright, so Kube-shell, just run Kube-shell on its own and it will put you inside the Kube-shell. And at the bottom you can see some of the help commands, and if you press F10 it will exit out of Kube-shell. And again, I'm back in the Kube-shell. You can also press Ctrl D to get out of the Kube-shell. Alright, so what can we do once inside the Kube-shell? Okay, so again, it's just a normal shell. You can do ls, you can do all sorts of commands because it's basically the shell wrapper. And running kubectl command, you can see that when I start typing k, it gives me kubectl. So I can do tab completion, kubectl g get, and if I keep typing, keep pressing the tab key, it's going to cycle through the list of options. So I would say this tool, Kube-shell, although I'm not going to be using this very much, I'm more than comfortable using the usual kubectl command because I kind of know what options I need to be using and what sort of commands and subcommands that I need. But this would be very helpful for someone that's new to Kubernetes and new to using the kubectl command, because when you press the tab key, it's going to give a list of all options that you can possibly use with the commands. So let's say kubectl get pods. There's no pods currently in my cluster. Kubectl get nodes. Right, so I've got a 2-node cluster, 1 control plane and 1 worker node. And if I do kubectl get pods dash all, and as you type along, it will start to give you commands, and it also gives you the fish-like auto-completion, auto-suggestion based on your commands that you entered in your history. Based on your previous commands that's stored in your history, it's going to auto suggest some of the previous commands. Right, kubectl get deployment, tab completion, that's working fine. And even if you don't know the spelling for deployment, right, so I'm going to intentionally mistype the word deployment here. So if I do dp DL, that shows deployment, DP LO, whatever it is. So it's doing a fuzzy search and it's showing me an option, and also auto completion deployment dash A. There's nothing much to it. It's just an enhanced version of kubectl, Kube-shell, interactive shell that gives you nice auto completion and list of options that you can potentially use with the kubectl commands. You can also do kubectl config get context, set context, and all sorts of commands, whatever commands you want. It's get context. Yeah, so nothing more to it. As I said, I won't be using this Kube-shell command, but some of you might find it useful, so that's why I decided to do a video on this trivial tool. Although it's trivial, it's very helpful for most of you guys. So hopefully you'll find this video useful and this tool useful for some of you. And that's it for this video. I will see you all in another video. Until then, keep learning and keep on learning. Bye-bye.